Hey YouTube, so I'm back with another video. Okay, so I just thought about something. I was on YouTube just browsing videos, watching videos, and I forgot I've never done a video about a get to know me video. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get that out the way before I go pick my son up. He has to be picked up in like 30 minutes if I'm not mistaken, because I think it's like almost 1. Yeah, so get to know me. My name is Tish. I'm from the East Coast. I live in Virginia. I'm a mom of a 3.5-year-old little boy. His name is Makai. I'm a single mother also. Just a single mom. His dad helps out sporadically. Let's say that much. I have no other children. I'm currently a CNA, but I also do like DoorDashing and things of that nature, like side gigs. Some things about me. My favorite colors are pink and blue. Yeah, of course, you can probably tell. I love to eat. I love to cook. I love music. Like when I tell you I love music, I got over 2,000 songs on my phone. I'm currently in college. For my associates in science, because I want to be an RN soon. What else? What's some other things? So a little background about my whole, how I became, we're gonna do mom, how did I find out I was pregnant and things of that nature and all of that. Okay, so my son came about in 2017. I found out I was pregnant in December of 2017, if I'm not mistaken. It was so funny because I didn't even know I was pregnant. Like, you guys, like, it was never a thought that came across my mind, like, oh, you need to take a pregnancy test, you're pregnant. Nothing like that. I was just going about my daily life. I was working every day. I was never sick. I had no symptoms, like, at all. Only thing I would say was I was really sleepy around that time, but I didn't pay no attention. I just thought it was because I was working a lot. So, the day comes. It was so odd because my son's dad was telling me, like, he just kept telling me, he was like, you need to take a pregnancy test. I'm like, I don't need to take no pregnancy test. I haven't been pregnant before. I'm good. So the day comes, like, that day, I was a little sick. Like, I was, like, real nauseous that day. But I was, like, I think I was on video chat with his dad, and I kept telling him how I was nauseous. He was like, you need to get a pregnancy test because I was already in the dollar store. So I just picked up 2 little tests, and I ain't think nothing of it. So when I got home that day, it was just me and my uncle there. I wasn't on the phone with his dad anymore. It was just me and my uncle, my mom's twin brother. He was downstairs and I was upstairs in my room. So I was like, oh, let me just go ahead and take these tests so I can get the thought out of my mind. Like, I'm not pregnant. So it was so crazy. So I went in the bathroom, peed in the cup and everything, and I put it on the test, whatever. And I left the test in the bathroom for like 10 minutes, and I totally had forgot about it. But then I had to go to the bathroom again. 10 minutes later, you guys, I had just peed like 10 minutes before that. It was like a lot. And then I had to pee again. So I was like, okay, let me go to the bathroom. So when I went into the bathroom, I was like, oh, snap, I forgot all about these tests. So I used the bathroom, washed my hands and everything. And then I had a piece of paper over top of them because I was kind of nervous. Took the paper off. And when I tell you it was 2 lines, I was like, nah, this ain't right. So I took this test downstairs to my mom, twin brother. And I was like, look. So I just gave him the test, and he was like, his eyes got real big. He was like, you pregnant, Tish? I was like, nah, I don't think I'm pregnant. I was like, I'm gonna go to the store and get some more tests. So I went to Walmart this time, and I got the expensive, like the clear blue one. Like, you gonna tell me if I'm pregnant or I'm not pregnant. I think I got a video of, I don't know if it's on this. I have a video, but I had took a clear blue, the 2 digital tests. I just stood right there. I ain't even leave those ones. I was like, oh no, because this got to be wrong. So I stood right there. And when I tell you, they both came back positive. Big positive. It was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So I was still scared. I was like, nah, this ain't right. This was 4 tests at this time. And I didn't think it was right. I was like, nope, I'm not believing this. So I took them to my uncle. And he was like, you're pregnant. I was like, no, I'm not. So my little retarded self, I don't went to the ER. I was like, no, because it wasn't processing in my head that I was pregnant. I was like, no, I've never had this issue before. So I went to the hospital, and I told the doctor, I was like, well, yeah, I did have some positive pregnancy tests at home, And they were like, okay, well, we'll give you the blood test. And they did the urine test. So both of them came back that I was positive. She came out, the doctor came out. She was like, she sat down beside me. She was like, well, you are pregnant. And I'm like, no way. I was excited, but I was like, no, this is not true. Like, I ended up getting pregnant by somebody that I was unfortunately not with. I was not in a relationship with my son's dad. We have never been in a relationship. So here it comes telling everybody. So I leave out the hospital and I'm crying. I'm in the car crying. I'm crying. So I FaceTime, video chat his dad. Showed him the results, the paperwork from the hospital, the pregnancy test and all of that. And his eyes got big. He was like, I told you. I kept telling you were pregnant. I was like, no, I'm not. I was like, it's nothing that I can do at this point, because I was still in denial. Even though I knew I was pregnant, I just was in denial about it, because I was like, this is not how I wanted my first child to come upon. I wanted my first child to be planned, one, and with somebody that I was actually in a relationship with or married to. So I showed him the test results and everything. He was excited, blah, blah, blah. So then the next person was telling my mama. Manager, I was living with my mama at this time. So I was real nervous, you guys, when I had to tell her. So I FaceTimed her while she was at work. I FaceTimed her and I was crying. And I was like, Mom, I got to tell you something. And she was like, what you crying for? And I'm like, Mom, I got to tell you something. She was just like, what's wrong? So I didn't even say nothing. I just turned the paper. I turned the camera around so she could see the paper from the hospital and she could see the pregnancy test and stuff. So she just got real quiet and she was like, I'm gonna call you back. So she called my auntie, told my auntie, and she didn't call back. But when she got home, she sat me down. We talked about it. She was like, she wanted to meet my child's father. So the next day I brought him over and he actually spent the night that day. That day that he met my mom, he spent the night, because we had to go to the doctor the next day to have my ultrasound to see how far it was and things of that nature. So when we all had a talk. My mom had a talk with him. Basically was like, are you going to be there? Blah, blah, blah. I don't want my daughter to be a single mom, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, that was a lie. He said he was going to be there and he won't. He ain't. He went to that first appointment and that was it. The other appointments, it was just me, my mama, or my mama, and my auntie. It was like people in my family. His family was nowhere involved. Imagine. Well, we'll get into that about his family and all this stuff. So we went through my pregnancy. Basically, I was on my own with my family. He was nowhere involved. I would send him pictures, let my ultrasound, tell him about my appointments. When he'll say he was gonna come to my next appointment, never come. So I kind of gave up hope. I was just like, you know what, I'll just send it to him just so I know that I'm doing the right thing at the end of the day. So I would still keep in contact with him and let him know how the baby was doing and all of that. So then I found out I was having a little boy. I was freaking thrilled, you guys. Like, I was so excited because that's what I wanted. I wanted a boy. Everybody wanted me to have a girl, but I was like, no, I want a boy. Because I know I'm a tomboy, so I knew that a boy would have been better for me. So I was very excited about that. Had my baby shower, everything went smoothly. Literally, I think it was a week after I had it wasn't even a week, I don't think, because I had my baby shower on August the 19th, and I had him August the 23rd. So literally, like, a few days after I had my baby shower, my son was here. He wasn't supposed to be due until September the 22nd, but he came a whole month early, mind you. I had preeclampsia. I have diabetes type 1. So all of that played a part in them inducing me. And I had my son naturally at 9:37 a.m. on August the 23rd, 2018. So the situation with his father, it's not the best, but it's a testing situation. Like, we're both learning as we go when it comes to being a parent. I'm trying to be patient with him, and he's learning, and he's trying to be patient and balanced being a dad of 2. He has another child that was just born, probably like little boy's like 7 months now. So we're both trying to learn the ropes around everything when it comes to being a parent to our son. And so far, co-parenting is going a lot better than what it has been going in the past. We are able to talk and not be angry with each other and just lashing out towards each other. So that situation is going good. But I think that's all that I have about me. So if you guys have any recommendations as far as videos, what I can post on the channel, what y'all want to see, I'm trying to get on the schedule, but it's like being a parent, being in school, and trying to work at the same time. It's just like life is so busy, you guys. So I do post whenever I have the time. But if you guys give me recommendations and everything, that'll give me the that I need to actually post more videos now. So bye.